Hello, 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 friends. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been forever. So much has been going on, friends. So much. For starters, about 2 weeks ago, I lost my stepmom. She unfortunately passed away. The very next day, my dad was admitted into the ICU at the hospital with COVID pneumonia and almost didn't make it. Happy to report he is doing fine now. But there has been so much going on. But I had to go to Oregon to take care of him. I am back now. Things are starting to look up. They're going better. So I thought I would go ahead and get back to doing some swatch videos for you. Now I have probably about 5 Mani by Me boxes that have not been unboxed and haven't been swatched or anything. So I want to make sure to get on that for you. Rather than doing individual swatch videos, I thought I would just do one large mass swatch video for Maniology. So that is what today's video is going to be. I'm not going to go into detail on the videos just simply because these are old boxes. They've been around for a while. So I'm not going to go into detail on the videos, but or on the boxes themselves, but we'll go ahead and do the swatching part of things. So let's go ahead and start with this first one. I actually have no idea which one this one is, but we'll start with this first one. It is one where it came with a mango candy, so it is a recent one. I see in here the extra item. It's a powder that says Wicked, so that tells me that this is the September box, I believe. So let me go ahead and move that out of the way. We'll go ahead and get this open and get this swatched. All right, so quick look here at the stuff that's in the box. You guys have probably already seen this on other people's videos, but we'll go ahead and do a quick look here. So the extra item that came in this particular box is a powder called Wicked, which is a iridescent powder that kind of changes the look of the polish that you put it over. So there is Wicked. If you want to know how to use powders, there's plenty of my videos that do have them. If you want, I can always do an extra video that's just powder related. The plates on this one are super cute. Some of these are reminiscent of The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I'm actually going to do a manicure with this one at the end of the video, so stay tuned because it's Halloween time, so I want to do a Halloween video or a Halloween manicure. Here is the other plate that comes with this box. Super cute. I like this little owl here that has the witch's hat. Very cute. All right, so then we have the polishes. Let me go ahead and just cut open this box so that we can swatch these polishes. This video is probably going to be a longer one because I am swatching 5 boxes. So fast forward through the boxes that you don't want to see. This one is a beautiful orange metallic-y. I can see why so many people love this one. It is called Doom. And then this one is a metallic-y purple called Gloom. So that's really cute. Doom and Gloom. Love that. Gloom and Doom. All right. Let's go ahead and get this swatch. All right. So if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that I like to swatch all of my polishes with this cute plate here. It's the Kawaii Emoji BMXL 325 plate. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think it's hilarious to swatch nail polish with images of nail polish. So that is my specific reason for having gotten this plate. So we'll go ahead and swatch that, and then we'll swatch our swatch sticks as well. Let me go ahead and grab my ice cube stamper to get these swatched here. All right, so we're going to start with Doom. Here is this one. It's not as opaque as I would like. It is a beautiful color. Like, I really love this color. It's like a corally orange almost. It's not as opaque as I would like, though. I think if you're going to use this as a polish, you're probably going to need to coats because that's kind of see-through there. But it is a very pretty polish. It's just not as opaque as a stamping polish should be. And the next one that we're going to do here is Gloom. So we'll see if this one is maybe a little bit better. Grab my swatch sticks here. My swatch sticks I get from Amazon. And I just buy them in bulk. I buy them 150, 200, 300 at a time. And they last me for several months. So, all right, this one is actually fairly opaque. There's a little bits and pieces that kind of look a little transparent still, but it is fairly opaque. This is a beautiful color. I can see a lot of orange shimmery to it. I don't know how well you can see that orangey reddish shimmer. That is a very pretty color. I like that color. All right, we'll go ahead and let those dry while I swatch the tops of the bottle. So we will scrape, pick up. That's a beautiful pickup there. All right, and that is how it looks. It goes fairly okay over the black. You can kind of see there, it's the red really comes out over the black and the purple really comes out over the white. So that's kind of fun. It's a color shifty polish from what it looks like. But I do like that one. All right, let me grab my acetone here so that we can, and I don't know if you can hear that, my acetone just spilled, so that was super fun. Let me go ahead and clean up the plate and clean up my scraper card. I can't find my scraper card, so what I've just been using is just an old gift card that I had gotten. So I'm going to use my sticky stamper station to clean up that ice cube stamper. There we go. All right, next we are going to swatch the Doom. Yeah, I can tell putting this on the plate that that's not as opaque as I would like it to be. I'm a little disappointed in this Doom color, honestly. I have heard so many people absolutely love this color. As a stamping polish, I think it's really pretty. Like that stamping polish over the black is gorgeous. It comes more corally over the white, so it's not a consistent color. It is very pretty, but I think to use it as a stamping polish is fine if you're going to stamp it over a darker color. If you're going to stamp it over a lighter color, it gives more of a springy, summery vibe, less of a Halloween vibe. But I don't know that I would use that color as a, I'm just cleaning off my ice cube stamper again. I don't know if I would use that color as a base polish, just because it is a little less opaque than I would like it to be honest. So, all right, next up, we are going to do, this is mostly dry, so we're going to go, it's just slightly tacky, and it's a swatch stick that'll sit here drying for quite some time before I put it on the ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat here, just so this video doesn't end up heck long. But that is what that one looks like with the two coats. So it is perfectly opaque in two coats, so if you're going to use it as base polish, you definitely need to do two coats. Which is kind of normal with a base polish, honestly. I do love it as a stamping polish over black, but not over white. So then we'll do the second coat of the Gloom, which is even prettier with the second coat. It has that reddish, orangish, shimmery of that purple, and it's just a beautiful color. I like that color. All right, next box. All right, our next box is our August box. It is the Wild Wild West Mani by Me box. Let's go ahead and get this one open. Yeah, like I said, I have so many that have not been opened. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. All right, so the extra item in this box is an extra plate. So that's kind of fun. It came with this cute little sticker. All right, Here we go. This is the extra plate that it came with. Cow spots. That's funny. Bad. You can kind of see what that one would mean. There's a lasso horse, cowgirl on a horse lasso thing. Really pretty flowers. Cute plate. That is the extra plate. That's the free, the extra item that came in this particular box. Here is that plate. And then here is this plate. Like the silhouette images here, I can see like a sunset manicure with this one. Super cute. I promise you guys I will start doing these every single month again once this next box comes, which is actually on its way. It has already shipped, so it should be here within the next day or so. But with the next box that comes, I will start doing the individual videos again. I just thought rather than doing 5 individual videos for all of these, since these are old boxes, I would go ahead and do just do it this way. So hopefully that's okay with everybody. All right, so this first one right here is Saddle Up. Really pretty rust color. Kind of reminds me of Chrysanthemum. I might kind of compare those two. Lasso is the next one. It's a metallic-y mustardy yellow, which is really pretty. I don't think I have one like this. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Daffodil, but I think Daffodil is a lighter color. But all right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with that Lasso color. This one, again, I'm trying to decide. It's pretty. It definitely has like the fall vibe to it. It's fairly opaque. Fairly opaque there. I can see spots where it needs that second coat if you're going to use it as a base polish, but it is fairly opaque. Okay. While I have that cap undone, we're actually going to go ahead and just swatch the top here. All right, as I'm spreading it on the plate there, I can see that it really is a little more translucent than I would like. But it's a pretty good pickup. There you go. I do like this as a stamping polish. I think it's really pretty as a stamping polish. Gorgeous over that black. I like it over that black. But as a base polish, definitely not as opaque as I would like. I change out my manicures fairly often. So when it comes to a base polish, I actually appreciate 1 coats. Just so that way I'm not having to do 2 coats. Well, when I'm not terribly busy, I change out my manicures fairly often. But lately, between the house and moving and my stepmom and my dad now, haven't had a ton of time. As you can see, my nails are currently sporting just a base coat because I haven't gotten around to actually doing them. But I will do them at the very end of this video. So stay tuned for that. All right, next up here, we're going to do the Saddle Up color. That beautiful orangey, rusty color. I think Chrysanthemum is actually a little bit lighter than this and a little bit more orangey than this. This has a little bit more of a reddish tone, I believe, but I will show you a comparison of the swatches. If there's any others that you want me to compare it to, definitely let me know. It's actually fairly opaque. I'm kind of surprised. It's fairly opaque in just 1 coat, so I like that. All right, let's go ahead and swatch this baby up. Yeah, you can see as I'm laying down that color, definitely a little bit more opaque than that Lasso color. All right, so over the black, it is that rust really comes through, whereas over the white, the red really comes through. So it's okay. I mean, it definitely doesn't look the same color over the white versus over the black, but it is a pretty color. I do like this color. So let me grab the Chrysanthemum and I'll show you the... All right, I am back. So I have all of my oranges here. I will show you. So this one right here is Chrysanthemum. This is Maniology's Chrysanthemum. And as you can see, they are fairly close, but the saddle up color is definitely darker. And this is just one coat of the saddle up. So I think with 2 coats, it'll definitely go even darker. But it definitely does remind me of the Chrysanthemum. But there is for sure that little bit of shade difference. And then I also grabbed my yellows as well so that I could show you the difference between the daffodil. Where's my daffodil? Here's the daffodil. All right, so here's the daffodil, Maniology's daffodil, and here's the Lasso. And as you can see, that daffodil has a little bit more of green to it than the Lasso up color. So I think there's definitely that shade difference there. You could do like a monochromatic look with these two. That might be kind of pretty, but the daffodil definitely does have more green in it than that Lasso up color. So there are those two. Let me go ahead and swatch the second coat onto these, and then we will move on to the next box. There is the second coat, perfectly opaque, beautiful metallic shimmer. And then we'll do a second coat of the saddle up. Doesn't necessarily need 2 coats because it is fairly opaque, but for consistency's sake, I do 2 coats on all of my polishes. Oh good, the train is going by. Can you hear that? Lovely. All right, here is the next box. This one is the July. It is the Mandala collection box. All right, let's go ahead and get into this one. All right, so the extra item that comes with this one is actually a scraper holder. It's this cute little pineapple scraper holder. A lot of people, their pineapple actually arrived not attached, but mine seems to be okay. So there is that, and I will grab my gift card that I have been using as my scraper because I can't find any of my scrapers. And this is how you use it basically. You just stick it in there, and as you've scraped, you don't get anything on your tables, on your work surfaces. So that's how that works. All right, move that box out of the way. And here is the sticker that came with that box. Here's a quick peek at these plates. I love mandalas. This is such a pretty plate. I can imagine some really pretty stained glass stuff. It would take forever, but I can imagine some stained glass reverse stamping with these plates. And I love, love, love that elephant image. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know that I love elephants. It would be like a 2-step, so you would do this in one color and then this in an accent color, or like maybe a black or something along those lines. Or you can just reverse stamp the negative spaced images with all of these. So I can imagine some really pretty reverse stamping with stained glass type look with those. But let me go ahead and move those out of the way, and we will get into the polishes. This is honestly like Christmas morning for me because these boxes have been being saved month after month. This box doesn't want to come open for me, so a little worse for wear there. But as we were getting our old house ready to sell, I really just didn't have the time to swatch. I wasn't doing my nails. They were being very neglected, so these boxes just kept piling up. So this is what you get with me procrastinating and not doing things. So this one is Hatha, I think is how you would say this. But really pretty. It's like a peachy orange color. This says that it is an invigorating bright orange in our classic cream finish. I would not call it a bright orange at all. I would call that more of like a creamy peachy orange. But let's go ahead and get this one swatched. And then I'll show you the other polish. Let's see how this one turns out. Again, as a base polish, it's not as opaque as I would like it to be. But it is fairly opaque, actually. That's not bad. I take that back. It's actually fairly opaque. Not bad at all. In the camera, it is not showing as peachy as it actually is in person. I apologize for that, but it is actually fairly peachy in person. So let's go ahead and swatch the top of this one while that dries. And then we'll go ahead and scrape. I actually really like having that scraper holder. That is nice to have. Pick that up. Not bad. I actually thought I waited a little bit too long to do that pickup, but not bad. There you go. Actually, as a stamping polish, it's not bad either. It is a little more muted over the black than it is over the white. That orange really comes out over the white, and the peach really comes out over the black. But sorry, that was out of view. I apologize there. But not bad, actually. Not bad at all. All right, we'll go ahead and put that one out of the way. And we will get this cleaned up. All right, and then the next one is Prana. Prana is a shade of teal, is what it says, with a silvery shimmer. And I can definitely see that silver shimmer in there for sure. That is really pretty. It's more teal in person than what it's showing on the camera. But it is very pretty. I like this color, so I have high hopes for it. The metallic finishes from Maniology usually just knock it out of the park. The Lasso that I did earlier actually is kind of the exception. Usually they're pretty opaque, and then I think the Doom that I did earlier too. But this one is really consistent with most of Maniology's metallic polishes. Very opaque just in one coat. That silvery shimmer metallic-y really comes out. Very pretty. I'm loving that color. Loving that color. All right, let's go ahead and get this one swatched. Quick scrape. Quick pickup. Ooh. As a stamping polish, that is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I think this one's probably my favorite one so far that I've swatched out of all of these boxes so far. This is gorgeous. I'm loving that color. As a base polish and as a stamping polish, that one, it seals the deal. Love that. All right, I went ahead and cleaned that up, and we will do 2 coats on both of these swatch sticks. Again, this one's perfectly opaque in just one, but for consistency's sake, I am doing a second coat. And I love it even more with a second coat. It's so pretty. Love this. To be honest, I'm not sure that I would have put these 2 colors together in a box, though. I think it's a little bit of an odd choice to put together in a box. I would have loved to have seen more Bollywood type colors. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's not what I would have chosen. I would have chosen like a metallic-y, shimmery, more of like a pink or something to go with this teal. But they are pretty colors. There they are together. There they are, nicely opaque with the 2 coats. So there's that box. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so this next box I think is June's box. I'm not sure. It actually doesn't say on this. It just says it's the High Seas box. So I'm not sure which one this one is. I think it's the June box, but I don't know. Anyhow, all right. Let's go ahead and get into this one. Okay, so the extra item in this box is this Cuticle Pusher. Very pretty hollowy. Lots of hollow rainbow shimmer. Fun Cuticle Pusher. Let's open it up. We'll look real quick. because this is not an item that I've gotten in a Mani My Me box before. Like, we've gotten extra plates, we've gotten all sorts of stuff. Like, I love it when they do the extra plate months, actually. But this is not an item that we have gotten before. So it's got your hook here, and it has your little cuticle pusher right here. So when you were pushing your cuticles, you can push them, which will come in handy if I do somebody else's nails. My cuticles, as you can see, I have them trained pretty well that they aren't massively overgrown or anything. So just slight little pushing. But there you go. There's the cuticle pusher. Here is the sticker that came with that box. Move the box out of the way. Those boxes are going to tip over any second here. All right, and then here are the plates. So this one is it's got an octopus, it's got all sorts of like X marks the spots type stuff. I like the edges of this too. Looks like an old torn weathered map. So that's really fun. Little fun detail that they added there. And then we have this one. So this one has like a wood look to it. Knotted ropes, a couple different kinds, hooks, sabers, all sorts of fun high C type stuff. And I can tell that there are multiple little peely things. So I'll have fun with that later. All right, let's get into the polishes. Cut that open real quick. And here are the two polishes that come with this one. This one is Flotsam. The Flotsam is a really pretty blue. I'm actually really liking this blue. It is described as a true blue stamping polish. So let's see how opaque it is. Oh. This is very nicely opaque. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Holy cow. Okay, that might actually replace the teal as my favorite that I've opened so far. I don't know, because that is beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and get this one done. I am loving having that scraper holder. Nice pickup there. Okay, so as a stamping polish, it's okay. I don't like it over the black, but I don't usually like darker colors over black, though, honestly. It's really pretty over the white. That blue, the vibrancy just really shows through over the white, so super pretty. All right, we'll put that one out of the way, get this cleaned up real quick. I use 100% acetone when cleaning my plates. Really because that's what was suggested, but I have also found in my couple of years, I've been doing nail stamping now for a few years. I have found honestly that it just it picks up better, because if you use regular polish remover, it kind of starts to build up oils and stuff. So I prefer doing the acetone. I have a video on that. Go check that out. All right, so this one, I'm just opening it up and not even telling you what the color is. This one is called Lost Gold. And you guys, look. That has so much hollow shimmer in it. Holy cow. That's pretty. That is a pretty stamping polish. All right, let's go ahead and swatch it. It is fairly translucent. It's not as opaque as I would like it to be. It's definitely going to take 2 coats if you use it as a base polish, which a lot of people ask that. Can you use Maniology as a base polish? Absolutely you can. They're meant to be stamping polishes, but you absolutely can use them as base polishes too. Let's go ahead and scrape this one. I forgot to wipe the card of that, so I had to do it on the side. All right. It picks up okay. Oh, hopefully I can get that to stick because that's pretty over the black. All right, it didn't stamp as well over the white. It's something that I've found with stamping polishes that have holographic glitter in it. You have to work super fast because if you don't, it dries really quick with the holographic shimmers. I don't know if other stampers and swatchers have noticed that, but it's something that I've noticed. You don't really see the holographic when it's used as a stamping polish. You can really see it when it's used as a base polish, but not so much as a stamping polish. All right, let's go ahead and get that clear. Okay, and then we will do the second coat. Definitely opaque with 2 coats, for sure. Which, you know, as a base polish is kind of what you want. That's totally fine with 2 coats. You can really see that holographic shimmer. I don't know, can you guys see that with the rainbow? Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty polish. All right, and then we will do the Flotsam. Again, it's perfectly opaque with just 1 coat, but we're going to do it with 2 anyway. Even prettier with 2. Really, when you do 2 coats, what I have found, it really just brings out the richness of the color. As you guys can see, hopefully you can see with this Flotsam color. Really pretty. All right, final box coming up. All right, for space sake, because I am running out of space on my table, I went ahead and pulled this out of the box, but this one is the stained glass box. This one is the May 2021 box. So let's go ahead and look. The extra item that came with this one is another powder. It is called crushed glass. Yeah, it's crushed is what it's called. Really pretty. It's actually very chunky. Let me go ahead and open it up for you. When you're opening these, you want to be super careful because if you don't, this powder will kind of come flying out at you. So you do want to be careful. So we can take this off fairly easy. It's when we're taking this off that we want to be careful because otherwise it just kind of goes poof at you. See if I can get this off. I had to recently clip my nails so they're not as long as they usually are. Oopsie, it does that. Did you see that? Kind of went flying out at me because that slipped out of my hand. But as you can see, they're more chunky. It's like more like shards of glass, which works with stained glass. But look at all that. Oh, that's so pretty. All right. Go ahead and put that back on. In comparison, I'll show you the Wicked from the September box. But in comparison, this is usually what the powders look like. It's usually more of like a fine dust than shards of glass. But because it's a stained glass box for April, it completely makes sense to have more of like thicker, chunkier glitter. So it's more like shards of glass for sure. All right, here are the plates. This is another one that I can tell right away. It has multiple layers of the blue film on it. But really, again, this one, really pretty stained glass stuff with it. I have some sheer polishes from Maniology that I can for sure see doing more of a stained glass look with these plates. Really pretty. Loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, let's go ahead and do the final 2 polishes. Here we go. All right, and these polishes are loving these colors. So this is a really pretty teal. This one is called Glass, which totally makes sense. The card here says it is a sheer dark teal tint, with buildable coverage that captures the light, is what it says. It's semi-transparent polish that gives your nails a delicate wash of color and glossy sheen, which makes sense when it comes to a stained glass theme. I'm glad that I read that though, because as I put this on, I would be like, wait a minute, it's totally sheer. Well, it's meant to be sheer. So I'm glad that I looked at that. I can tell you though, when you use these sheer polishes, you definitely can build the color up. The more coats that you put, it builds that color up. But with my sheer polishes though, I only have 2 coats. I don't usually build up the color. But there is glass. Because it is a sheer polish, it's probably not going to stamp that well. But I have a couple of my sheer polishes that do, so we will try it. It's definitely not going to be as opaque on the stamping plate as a normal stamping polish would be, but let's go ahead and see how it stamps, because again, I do have some that stamp okay, and as you can see, that does as well. Not so great over the black. It does stamp okay over the white, but you can really see that sheerness. But again, it's a sheer polish, so it's supposed to be sheer. All right, let's go ahead and get this cleaned up real quick. Clean up my card because I keep forgetting to do that. And then I go to grab the card and my hand gets planted in semi-dried polish, and that's not so fun. So you can really see the sheerness of it on the sticky stamper pad there. All right, and then this other one, let's see if this one is supposed to be, this one is a purple shimmery metallic undertone, dark purple stamping polish with subtle metallic undertones is what it says. So it is called Shattered, which again makes sense when you're doing stained glass. So I like that they named it Shattered and Glass. Apparently we're doing this first. Usually I swatch the swatch stick first, but I'm going out of order. I'm going rogue. Why am I going rogue? All right, go ahead and stamp this one. I'm going rogue because I can do what I want. All right, there you go. That is how that one stamps. Really pretty over the white. It's okay over the black. It's not too bad over the black. Again, it is a super dark polish though, so I wouldn't expect it to show very well over that black, but it does show fairly decently. Really pretty over that white. And again, I'm going rogue because apparently I'm going to forget to do the swatch stick. So let's do the swatch stick before I forget again. Not opaque, not as opaque as some of the metallic polishes. You can see still just some sheerness to that, but it is more opaque than some of the others. But you can really see that deep purple, really see that shimmer. Very pretty. I'm liking that one. All right, let me clean up this and then we will do the second coat of these. And then still stay tuned for my Halloween manicure because it's the week of Halloween. So I'm going to do a Halloween manicure with the October box right before, or with it was the September box that was Halloween. But right before my November box comes. So I actually get my boxes early. I pay early, so I actually pay on 6 months. If you pay every 6 months, you can get the boxes. They equal out to about $20 a box. You can pay every 3 months. They equal out to about $22.50 a box. And then if you get them on a monthly basis, or you pay on a monthly basis, it's $25 per box. I like to do the 6 months at a time because it's at the beginning of the year and then the middle of the year, and I always get a bonus from work at the beginning of the year. So if I could pay for them by the year, I probably totally would. The nice thing is that you can skip boxes. So if a box is not quite your cup of tea, you can totally skip the box. I don't, just because I like to be able to review them for you guys. So I don't skip any boxes, but all right. So definitely a buildable color because as you can see there, it is more sheer, or it's less sheer with the second coat there. So as you can see, it's definitely a buildable color. I think it would probably be fairly opaque if I did 3 coats, but I'm not going to do that because I like it with 2 coats. And then let's do the second coat on this shattered color. I am loving this deep purple. It is so pretty. My wedding colors were actually forest green and royal purple, and this is very much more of a royal purple. I am absolutely loving that. Can I tell you, I'm going to do something here real quick. This one is the metallic-y teal one from the mandala box. That's really pretty together. I like those two together. Very metallic-y. I don't know that I would ever wear them together, but they're quite pretty together. So there's that. I just wanted to, because I can, and I'm going rogue. So there you go. There you have it. Overall, I am really happy with all of these boxes. Again, I apologize for doing these all together. I know this video was probably heck long, so if you stuck around for the entire video, thank you for doing that. I will have my manicure coming up here next. Starting next week, I will start doing them individually again. If you want a closer look at any of these boxes, let me know, and I will do a separate video for each of the boxes if that's what you would like to do. But there you have it. And now, till next time, don't forget to subscribe.